I'm Uwadiale, a manager at Mixter Africa. I head the Design and Construction Standards Unit here at Mixter. Overarching goal for LNT was to create a sustainable large community to develop housing units that will assist in bridging the deficit of housing in Africa and not just Nigeria as a whole. Now in Design LNT, we did have to collaborate with some international bodies such as Sobana, because designing of a very large area such as LNT, which is twice the size of Victoria Island, one must take a lot of factors into consideration. How are the people going to move? What does the community need to make sure that it's a wholesome dwelling place? We had the issue of the typology of land in this area. A lot of sandfill needed to be done. That is quite capital intensive. So we decided to phase this development to ensure that we take it phases that are attainable, and this is how we have been able to develop LNT so far. In terms of the community, we had to have stakeholders engagement where we tried to understand what was expected of us in this area, and so far so good. We've had good relationship with the community. And in terms of mobility, we've also had situations of creating the roads for the community to ensure that transportation is not a problem in this area. One thing about Mixter Africa, we pride ourselves in developing communities and not just building houses or accommodation for religious facilities. So in this area, LNT is a district that stands apart from every other estate in the region and even in Lagos as a whole, because it's a place that we have taken careful consideration in retaining the environmental standard in the area of sustainability. When you come into LNT, especially the Lakwe Gulf community, which we call one of our best kept secrets, you find out that it's like you're in another environment. You're not even in Lagos, because we've tried to ensure that home is truly home. With your environment, the house types are tailored fit. In terms of designs, there's no level of life that we have not considered, right from a family that is starting off with new kids, or a middle-aged worker who is trying to find his way in his career or her career, and then even right down to people who are retiring. There's a space for everyone here in LNT, and that stands LNT apart. LNT has been an eye-opener in the area of trying to meet the needs of intended users, or will I say the residents who will eventually occupy the entire LNT. It's taught me to think true and wear the cap of a young adult, a retiree. Not just about building houses, we're about creating communities, we're about creating lifestyle. So that has given me a different approach in design. And when we start to design any new development, we ask ourselves, what is the uniqueness of this particular product? How is it going to speak to the individual? And so for me personally, it's been a training ground. The intended lifestyle for members of this community is a place where they can live, work, and play. Now, like the name implies, Lagos New Town is a town in Lagos that speaks to new living lifestyle in Lagos. And one of the key challenges Lagos, I don't want to use the word old Lagos, but the Lagos as it is has, especially in this Lekki axis, is flooding and even road network. As we continue to develop LNT, there's a standard maintained across board, across all the different types of communities that have been developed. And so for us in LNT, I can say for sure you will not experience flooding. Let me put it simply that way, because we have maintained the natural flood terrain. We even incorporated this into our designs and turned some of them into lakes. So you have that solving the drainage problem. So unlike when it floods in Lagos till date, There has been no record of flooding. And so the infrastructure is key to us. We're very big on infrastructure. We're very big on landscaping, because we believe that just as nature presents itself, all these things can be developed in such a way that we don't interfere so much with nature. We go as far as ensuring that trees are not cut down unnecessarily. In certain situations, we've had to redesign so that we can save existing trees to add to the ecological enhancement of the community. And so this is where Lagos LNT stands out from all other developments and estates in Lagos.